You are watching the Spotlight on rockstardreams.com. As always, thanks for hanging with us. Before we kick off the show tonight, got to give a quick nod to our friends at Dr. Jekyll's Craft Beer. Cheers. You can check out drjekyll's.com. They're available in Northern and Southern California. You can also order online. Really dig the beer, all organic. It's great for interviews, by the way. Truly odd, yet oddly delicious. Just like our friend Tom Bates of Vendetta Mood that's on the show with us tonight. Tom, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, Keegan? How are you?
Good, good. Thanks for hanging with us. So a little backstory on Tom, guys. He just made the transition from Florida, moved to LA almost on a whim. Talented dude, good musician, kind of the front man for Vendetta Mood, also an actor and model, just hustling, grinding, doing his thing. So Tom, let's start there, man. Would love to kind of get your backstory and kind of what inspires you.
Okay. Well, like you said, I moved from Florida, and all this started in Florida. And I'm very fortunate to have met a lot of really good, encouraging people there. And not a lot of people, get to be able to do what I'm doing right now. So I'm very fortunate and thankful for that. So I started with music. And after I ended my baseball career, I played Division I baseball at University of South Florida, and then started playing music when I fell out of love with that. It was just kind of an art in all forms thing. Like I did everything from painting to modeling to acting, and music just took off, and I felt really passionate about it. So it was very organic, very natural.
Very cool. Well, you got some good stuff brewing, my man, and obviously a big leap of faith making the move to Hollywood. It's a very competitive music landscape, but you're going for it. You're making some connections fast. So how's the experience been in West Hollywood so far?
Man, it has been interesting. From an artistic standpoint, it's not what I thought it was going to be, in that I thought everyone would be like, oh, another musician, oh, another actor. As long as you have a body of work and you take yourself seriously, people respect that. And and I have a great roommate who's very seasoned as a musician and an actress, who's been kind of my mentor along the way. So a lot of fortuitous events have happened to me so far.
Very cool. You got to keep that dream alive, man. Just keep doing your thing, acting, modeling, whatever it is, to keep releasing music. So let's talk about your EP, Shedding Skin. Had a chance to take a listen to a few of the tracks on there. Obviously, you guys are a four-piece. You just mentioned before we went live here that you're still collaborating with your guys back in Florida, sharing some files and, working on some new music. So kind of talk about the concept behind that song and what you guys were, or that overall EP, and what you guys were going with.
Okay, well, Shedding Skin was kind of the precursor to the EP we're doing now, in that that was a solo effort. Dan Gootner, Larry Dinan, and Matt Cooper did not play on that record because I did not have access to them yet at that point. To be honest, that was really the first time I stepped foot in a recording studio, and it was produced by a gentleman by the name of Sergio Cavalieri, who's a highly touted producer in South Florida, came from Brazil. And he played a lot on that record too, made it possible. I love the songs on that record, and it was a good place to start, and it was well received with everyone that has heard it so far. So I'm lucky for that.
Nice. We got some good stuff, bro, man. Dig the vocals, overall songwriting definitely has a folk rock, very bluesy vibe. 45 Blocks probably had to be my favorite song on there if I had to narrow it down. In fact, I'm going to play a little clip for our audience here to take a listen to. This is Tom Bates of Vendetta Mood and 45 Blocks. There you go, guys. Pour yourself a glass of neat whiskey. Cheers a beer. That is Thomas Bates with his single 45 Blocks. Tom, dig that song, my man.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate it.
Yep, you're welcome. Switching gears here a little bit. Let's talk about this Kanye West cover you did for a second. For our audience watching this at home, get on YouTube, search Vendetta Mood Kanye West cover. And Tom did a pretty gnarly rendition of Can't Tell Me Nothing. Sounds pretty rad on the 6-string guitar, acoustic version, dig it. But more importantly, Tom, let's talk about that outfit for a second.
Okay.
I mean, you're rocking the 10-gallon Crocodile Dundee hat. You got the Ray-Bans on. You got the black button down. You're just going for it, man. I dig it.
Thank you. Well, the guy that filmed that video was a good friend of mine, a young dude with a very bright future. He's in New York City now, just like 19 years old. And he was in town from New York. He's like, "Hey, do you want to shoot any videos?" And I was like, well, I'd kind of been messing with this Kanye West, and we played it live a couple times, and everybody loved it. So let's make it ridiculous. And he's like, let's do it. So I bought the ridiculous hat, wore the sunglasses, and that's the one where I have a shoebox full of money at the end, right? I start throwing it. Yeah. So as you can see, that was a lot of satire in that, and we just had so much fun shooting it, and it was one take. That was a one take go. And, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun, man. Matter of fact, you know what, guys at home, I got to pull this up for you for a second, but please do. You got to get a visual of this cover to really do it justice. But this is Tom Bates jamming the Can't Tell Me Nothing on acoustic. Check this out. Turn it up here a little bit, guys.
Wait till I get my money back. I had a dream I could find my way to heaven. When I woke, I spent that on a necklace. I told God I'd be back in a second. Man, it's so hard not to act reckless. To whom much is given, much is tested. Get arrested, get some chili, get the message. I feel the pressure under more scrutiny. And what I do, act more stupidly.
This is a song about wealth and prestige indeed. Tom, that was just rad, man.
Thank you.
I just dig it. Guys, again, be sure to check that out. Matter of fact, before you even download the EP, just go ahead and show some love on YouTube for that song, because it's really funny. And it's just cool, man. It came out well.
Thanks.
So that aside, let's talk about what next. You're collaborating with your guys back in Florida on some new music. Are you guys working on a full-length album? Are you setting up some tours? Where can your newfound fans on rockstardreams.com, find you?
Okay. Well, as far as finding us, we have a Facebook page, Twitter account, vendettamood.com. And then we're also on iTunes and every music streaming platform imaginable out there. So we're pretty accessible. And when you just Google Vendetta Mood, the songs come up and we come up. So that worked out really nicely. As far as what's next, we are releasing an EP in December. It's a 2-song EP, and not an A-side and a B-side, 2 A-sides. And we're really confident in that. We did a bang-up job with this. And to tell you the truth, we intended to do one song as an experiment, just to see if it would work, just to see if these guys would love the Vendetta Mood stuff and it would resonate. And it did. So we did one song, and we just booked like crazy, these sessions at Power Station Studios to get the second one in before I moved. And luckily we did. It was mastered like the week before I moved.
Nice. And when's the release date for that music?
The release date for that, we don't have a specific date, but we're thinking second or third week in December. We have a marketing campaign lined up. We're going to do a good strategy and, really get people hyped about it. And we're going to release it probably before Christmas.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Tom, we appreciate the time, man. Thanks for being with us, guys. Be on the lookout for that upcoming music. Be sure to follow Tom Bates and his bandmates of Vendetta Mood on Twitter at Vendetta Mood. Thanks for being with us here on the Spotlight on rockstardreams.com, and cheers.
Thanks for having me, Keegan.
Thanks for being with us, Tom. Take care, man.
You too.